Hey you guys, it's Josie with Queen My Pawn again, and we're gonna look at the second question of the SAT, which I actually haven't looked at yet. So I guess I'll just dive into a code and see how I would solve it. Here we go. And let's press next. All right, it says a research assistant randomly selected 75. So before I even continue, I'm not even looking at the answers because I don't want the answers to frighten me. So I'll just read the question and think of an answer for myself, and whichever answer looks most similar to the one that is on A, B, C, or D, I'll choose it. A research assistant randomly selected 75 undergraduate students from the list of all students enrolled in the psychology degree program at a large university. So it sounds like random selection. Right, that's what it says. Okay, she asked each of the 75 students, how many minutes per day do you typically spend reading? Reading is important, which is what I'm doing right now while I'm trying to find my stylus. There it is. The mean reading time in the sample was 89 minutes, and the margin of error for this estimate was 4.28 minutes. So in your head, you can actually think about this, 89 plus or minus 4.28. Okay. Another research assistant intends to replicate the survey and will attempt to get a smaller margin of error. Which of the following samples will most likely result in a smaller margin of error for the estimated mean time students in the psychology degree programming per day? So first of all, you should figure out what they're trying to do. They're trying to decrease what number? Are they trying to decrease this one or this one? Well, the mean is this one, and the margin of error is this one, because students can spend more or less by 4 minutes a day, according to this study. So we're trying to decrease this number here, which is the margin of error. It's kind of like in my Lichess. This will become relevant. If we go to my Lichess and we go to my account, you can actually see, for example, my grading deviation. That's how much the margin of error is. I'm either 45, I'm 2190 plus or minus 45. So I'm between 2145 and 2235 in strength. That's all it's really trying to say. And how do we decrease that margin of error? Okay, well, let's see. 40 randomly selected. Okay, I can immediately discount A because decreasing the sample size would just would not increase the accuracy. It's like I tell my students, the more games of chess you play, the more I can see the patterns that you're repeating over and over again. And with less sample size, it's unclear what's the pattern. Okay, so that means I can immediately skip to one of these because let's see here. B says 40 randomly selected from all degree programs. That's not good because first of all, the question is asking in the psychology degree program. And if I get from all degree programs, it's an even smaller sample size and it's not even related anymore. So that's not good. So it's got to be C or D. All right, so it's got to be C because we just discussed we're not trying to find all degree programs. We're trying to find psychology degree programs because that's what it says. Another research assistant intends to replicate the survey. And of course, by that reasoning, it just has to be correct. Choice C is correct for the reasons I just explained. So I'll run it by you again. The higher the sample size, the clearer that the pattern is, meaning less margin of error. It's like if you have, please let me annotate. It's like if you have a dartboard, right, with the circle in the middle, and you throw 3 darts and maybe they land over here, but that doesn't tell you your accuracy entirely. Like let's say you throw like 10 more darts, like they could land somewhere over here, and now it's clear that you're not just hitting this area in red, which is what the first three did, but you're hitting the entire area over here. So the more sample you have, the more accurate it is. And now we have to choose which one is actually pertinent or relative to the study that the research assistant wants to do. He wants to get the smaller margin of error for psychology degree. So this is really just reading the question and attention to detail. So if you can do that, you're well on your way to getting an 800 or the highest score on the SAT. Good luck, and remember to subscribe for the next question.